Kwa majina naitwa Celestinus Emmanuel Saitabau, ni mkuu wa kituo cha bonde la Olduvai, lakini pia napatikana kwenye timu ya Ngorongoro Live, na leo tunawapeleka wa finalists wa Tanzania Tour Guides Award, ambapo wakifika kule watajifunza mambo mbalimbali. Kwa Watanzania na watu wengine ambao wanapenda kutembelea bonde la Olduvai, bado huduma zinapatikana. Tunachukua tahadhari zote kwa ajili ya kujikinga na ugonjwa wa corona. Kwa hiyo makumbusho yetu, bonde letu na eneo letu la hifadhi ya Ngorongoro, bado tunawakaribisha wageni waje, wasisite, kwa sababu tumechukua tahadhari zote zile: kupima joto, kunawa mikono, distance kutoka mtu mmoja mpaka mwingine. Kwa hiyo waje wajifunze, kwa sababu bonde la Olduvai ndio chimbuko la binadamu. Ukifika pale utajua binadamu alianzia wapi.
We are the finalists of Tanzania Tour Guides Awards 2020. We've heard about the Olduvai Gorge, now we've come to visit.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. So my name is Emmanuel Mbuya.
My name is Eleonora.
My name is Irene. I am Aziza Bwan. My name is Agatha Bernard.
Alex Saul.
Mohamed Abiyada Matil.
Benwell Tango.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Godfrey Lemweta. I work with the Department of Cultural Heritage Management with Ngorongoro Conservation Area Authority. It's a pleasure to have you in Olduvai Gorge. And this is our museum, whereby we have exhibition of the discoveries of various hominids and skulls. To start with, you'll be enjoying the footprints of Laetoli at the first room, in comparison to the discoveries of the skeleton of Lucy, which was found in Ethiopia. The next room, you will enjoy the environment of the Olduvai Gorge during the time of Homo habilis and Australopithecus boisei, Zinjanthropus. The third room, you will enjoy the exhibition of the time of Homo erectus. A lot of animals. Erectus made good tools and better than those made by Homo habilis. And the fourth room is the time of Homo sapien. There's a good exhibitions as well over there, and 3 tribal people living with Ngorongoro Conservation Area Authority, who are the Hadzabe, the Tatoga, and the Maasai. So it's a pleasure, and I would like to, to invite you to go through our museum. I'd like to show you where you start. Shall we start in here? Mm-hmm. You may like to start here. It's a self-reading. You can, otherwise you will be having a question. I'm with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to take photos?
Take photos and enjoy yourself, please.
Thank you.
What is the correct name of the gorge?
Olduvai Gorge.
How Olduvai Gorge was formed?
It was formed due to erosion. It used to be a lake.
What do you understand about the Olduvai Gorge?
It's whereby earlier human being was discovered.
How old is the Zinjanthropus?
1.75 million years ago.
Who founded the gorge?
Professor Wilhelm Kotwinkle.
How old is the Zinjanthropus?
1.75 million
Who
years.
founded the gorge? Who founded the gorge?
It's a German researcher who was actually researching about butterflies.
Go to the viewpoint over there. Thank you. Yeah. This is to see the gorge itself, which is right over here. Okay. Yeah.
So beautiful.
Yes. Because you guys are bringing clients to Olduvai Gorge, Serengeti, Ngorongoro. 3 times. So this is the 4th.
Wow, that's beautiful. This is amazing. That's a nice view. Well, good platform. Beautiful. Where do you want us to sit?
Would you like to sit over here?
Anywhere?
Sit in there. Let's sit. We are at the Olduvai Gorge. We call it a cradle of humankind. Why? There is nowhere in the world whereby 4 individuals were found at one spot. This is, you have to understand this. This is very unique. 4 different kind of skulls were found right here. And the 5th one is found at Laetoli, 45 kilometers away. So this is the center of the 55 kilometers length of the Olduvai Gorge. It is divided into 2 main branches which forms a Y-letter form. The main gorge starts at Lake Ndutu, 35 kilometers west. The side gorge starts at Laetoli, 45 kilometers south. Both branches joined just behind the earth pillar. And the gorge ends on the foothill of Ormoch Mountain, 15 kilometers from here. If you look on the very floor of the gorge, even to the other side of the pillar, the flat black patches are volcanic rocks known as lava and basalt, which were blown by the neighboring volcanic mountain, Ormochi, Ngorongoro Crater, and Makarot Mountains. They are the basement of the Olduvai Gorge, and they date back to 2 million years ago. And that's by radioactive potassium argon-40. Above the lava, there are 5 stratas or layers, which are termed as the Olduvai geological beds. If you look on the slopes of the gorge, 2 meters from the base, the gray sediment is the first strata. Below the red is the second layer. The red one is actually the 3rd. The 4th layer can be seen easily, the gray on top of the red cliff, and this is the 5th where we are. And the most interesting and unique thing about the Olduvai Gorge is that during the earliest period of the 1st and the 2nd stratas, according to the history of geological investigations, there was an alkaline lake here. It occupied an area of 20 kilometers long and 15 kilometers wide. It was fed by freshwater streams from the Ngorongoro highlands, and that plenty of water encouraged a great growth of vegetations which welcome a large population of animal and hominids to come and live on the shore of the Olduvai Lake, which was similar to the present Lake Manyara today. But eventually the Olduvai Lake disappeared because of earth movements as the gorge was opened by faultings of the Great Rift Valley system. A lot of extinct fossil bones of animals and tools were found in those 2 stratas. Apart from those, 2 different kinds of hominids were found in the 1st layer, and that means they were living contemporaneously. The first found, which was found by Dr. Meriliki in 1959, was Australopithecus boisei, or Zingianthropus, with a sagittal crest and a massive jaw, very large thick teeth, to enable himself to grind hard seeds, as he was a vegetarian that only, and that's how he was nicknamed Nutcracker Man. The other one found in 1960s, Homo habilis, a man with ability of using hands, and made the first primitive tools, nicknamed Handyman, and both of them are dated back to 1.85 million years ago. Homo erectus found the 2nd strata below the red. He stood fully upright and made better tools, and is 1.5 million years ago. But the red layer is different. Very little is known that layer, because it was too hot and dry when it was deposited, so it could not support life. But the 4th layer, Homo erectus, found again 400,000 years ago, and the 5th strata, Homo sapiens, was found dated back to 17,000 years before Christ. Dr. Louis Leakey, who made the Olduvai Gorge world famous, died in 1972 by heart attack. But his wife Mary did not lose the hope of working here. She continued working here, doing research, but extended the work from Olduvai Gorge to Laetoli and found the hominin footprints, which belong to the species known as Australopithecus afarensis, dated back to 3.6 million years ago. That the same species with a skeleton nicknamed Lucy, which was found in Ethiopia, 1974, by Dr. Donald Johansson, the director of the Institute of Human Origins, and Professor Tim White from the Department of Paleontology at the University of California at Berkeley. The name Lucy was only a nickname because they were listening and dancing the Beatles song, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. In 1986, the same people who found Lucy and the footprints came to Olduvai Gorge and found the skeleton of Homo habilis, dated back to 1.85 million years ago. In 1985, we had a joint expeditions with Tanzanian scientists, an American from the State University of Rutgers in New Jersey, who found the maxilla of Homo habilis, dated back to 1.85 million years ago. Excavation still going on here because there are still a lot to be found in the stratas of the Olduvai Gorge. The proper name of the gorge is actually Olduvai, not Olduvai. Olduvai is a Maasai name for this plant. It's a wild sisal plant which grows everywhere in the gorge. Scientifically, it's known as Sansevieria hebriana. Like other sisal, normal kind of sisal, people make ropes for this kind of fibers, and it stores a lot of water. During the dry season, animals like elephants, baboons, and even goats chew this plant. But the gorge is mispronounced Olduvai by the first discoverer of the gorge from Germany, named Professor William Kurt-Winkel, who came to Ngorongoro crater and the Serengeti plain for the aim of studying butterflies. While in the Olduvai Gorge, he stumbled on fossils of the prehistoric elephant known as the Enotherium, three-toed horse Hipperon, which he took them with him to the National Museum in Berlin for further investigations. It was actually 1911 when Tanzania was under the German rule that was then Tanganyika, German East Africa. In Berlin, those fossils from the Olduvai Gorge arose so much interest to the extent that Kaiser Wilhelm sent an expedition to the gorge, that was 1913, led by a geologist named Hans Reck. And they stayed in the gorge for 3 months. They found a lot of fossil remains of different kinds of animals with one skeleton of Homo sapien. Dr. Louis Leakey, who made the Olduvai Gorge and the Leakeys world famous, was the son of a British missionary born in Kenya. He saw the remains from Olduvai the first time in the Berlin Museum, and that's how he came and worked in Olduvai Gorge. And so, friends, I'm ending up my brief, and it's a pleasure to have you in Olduvai Gorge. Thank you for your visit.